Alright everyone, so I bought a summer waves pool from Aldi. Picture this. It is a nice hot sunny day and you are sat on your sun lounger outside of a nice fancy 5-star hotel. And all you want to do is play with your big giant pink flamingo. But then you realise you haven't got a giant pink flamingo. And you're not staying in a 5-star hotel. This is where the Summer Waves pool comes into it. Because when you can't afford to go on a big expensive holiday abroad, we instead settle for an active frame pool. And a 12-foot frame pool at that. So this isn't your average paddling pool. And as you can see, it contains the pool itself. That would hope. It contains a filter and a filter pump. Also a chlorine tablet dispenser, a temperature gauge, and a pool cover, which is a load of rubbish, which is what we'll get to. Very heavy is this. I didn't actually read that part afterwards, and I didn't have anybody else at the time to help me. Whoops. I didn't realise that. So supposedly, the metal bars are supposed to go up to about 84 centimeters. So I measured it. And if the metal bar standing next to it, it would go up to about here. Now I am not the biggest person ever, so it might look big on me. Towards your standard 6-foot person, that might be a bit less so. Now as you can see here as well, that is the water level size. Was it about 64 centimeters? Something like that. So yeah, nicely up until my chin. These are instructions. You know what are in instructions. These are for all you people that want to see instructions. Although I would rather suspect that not many people will. But I'm going to include it anyway. So yeah, it has your standard stuff here. Shows you how to put you don't even put the pump together. The pump's pretty much already done. And likewise, as you would hope, it has instructions on how to put the pool together itself. And it's a pretty easy setup, to be fair. You've only got 2 different sizes of pipe here, which are sat inside. One that goes around the frame, and one that stands as the leg. In this one we've got our chlorine dispenser, our filter, and there's probably a temperature thing in there, but can't see it there. And this is the main cover itself. We did not open it right now because we're not opening it at this house. Or we're not setting it up at this house, should I say. So it can go nicely in the box. But we need to get it to the other house. So let's do a bit of magic. There we go, let's get it ready. And 3, 2, 1. Bay. Now you might say that was not an effective transition. And you might say that other people have done that a lot better. And you would probably be right. But I am proud of that. Life's little wins, eh? Take what you got. So let's start unboxing this thing properly now. As you can see, we've got our 2 pipes. And like I said earlier, you've got one for the frame around the pool and one for each leg, as well as connecting pieces that go at the top that connect it all together. We have got our little standers that go on the bottom of each leg. So you begin by putting our first pipe through the edge of the material. Now of course at each T-shaped connecting piece, you have these little plugs, which you nicely insert in there, which we have only half inserted right now because we haven't got the leg set up and we wanted to get all that done first. And there we go. We have now got all our pieces on. And we've got some holes here where our filter goes, and that other one I think was the drain. We need to get this in the right spot though. But first we need to get our legs on. So let's start by getting those standing pieces on the edge of the leg pieces, shall we? Are you going in the pool? Are you going in the pool? She ain't even looking at the pool. Mwah. She's so cute. Now let's get on with the legs. Oh yeah, so it does need to slot through then. So there. That should be simple. What's that? And just like that, stood up, so our pool all I need to do is literally done. Put them up underneath, yeah. Put together. But now, well, not completely. We still need to push those things through, which we will do now. And just to get a good idea of how big it is, I actually had to really lean over to get that in there. And yes, that is us pushing them all in and finishing off the job there. Now, whilst Lucy is eating one of the toggles from my coat, we need to cut out this giant weed that's in our garden because we do not want it growing through our pool. I mean, it is a very nice thick material, so I don't think it would happen anytime soon, but even so, we don't want to do it. And we don't have a shovel. What are you doing? So we settled for a screwdriver. Stop eating my toggle. Nah, I don't mind. You can do that. And there you go, that is my dad putting the filter together and then left it on the ground. Thanks, Dad. As you can see, we got a little plug here that connects up to the filter, and we have got some pipes. With this piece here, I do not know what this piece is. We spent ages looking at the instructions and just could not figure it out. This piece, I don't even think goes on it. The other two pieces used to connect the pipe. But beyond that, we were looking for ages at this. And by ages, I mean a couple of minutes. There we go, on through the smaller hole we have our first pipe that I think sucks in the water. We connect that on, screw it on, and then finally connect our pipe. And now it is time to connect the first pipe up. And as you can see, we've got one of those little hinges, whatever they call them, to tighten it on. And likewise, through this bigger hole, we connect our filter. Stick it through that side, and again, you screw it on.
Oh God, I can't.
Now this thing again, I haven't got a clue. Going off the instructions, it sort of sits at the front.
So if you were to put that like that,
But it does not connect to anything, so that's kind of confusing.
or something, I don't know, so we don't flood it.
But right now, we are not going to worry about it.
That's what I.
So we didn't worry about it. And we didn't use it at all. At least not right now.
So
Our second pipe. And our lid down there that will go on top of the pump. So just for you lovely people, to get an idea of how big this pool actually is, I decided to put the boxes inside, and you got a good decent amount of space here, and you can imagine the fill line of water as well. And this is us putting the cover on. It did not go so well. It's a week later, and the sun is shining bright. We're finally able to get the water at well. I say that, I'm struggling to get the thing on. I'll pretend that everything went smoothly. And we'll ignore that water is spraying out and that there's a big pool on the floor. Yes, we are finally getting water in the pool, people. We're finally getting water in the pool. Our nice summer dream is finally coming to fruition. Boy, this thing takes forever to fill. This might be a lot faster in other people's pools, by the way, but for us it's taken several hours. And one little problem that you might notice here, yep, our garden's on a slight decline, which means our water's on a slight decline. So one positive way of looking at it, we have a shallow end and a deep end. Yes, I've finally been able to make use of the underwater part of this camera. Now obviously, because this is a week later and the pool cover blew off, you can see that it does need a bit of a clean. But as of right now in this video, you will not see that. Maybe in another one. Right now, just enjoy the water. As you can see here, the water clearly still hasn't filled up. So that splash in the water is only a half full pool. And it goes right up to here, where this fill line is. But of course, you will definitely see it when it is full.